break it down for us? What does it mean to be financially literate? What are financial goals? How do you plan? What is a budget?
Thank you very much. I think I'm enjoying the conversation, and I appreciate your putting all in perspective. And it's very important for me to say, I am a management consultant, I'm a lecturer, I'm a president of an institute of entrepreneurship. And what I do in my personal capacity as the only graduate in a family of 19, and the last surviving son of that 19, the only son, is to manage all the 8, 9 different women and mothers and siblings that are in existence. So what I do every year from 29, 30, 31st is to sit down. This year is going out. What are my achievements? What are my challenges? Then I now list out what I want to achieve for that oncoming year. And that those achievements can be in value in sending children to school, but I will express them in naira form. I want to do A, B, C, D. These are the things I want to do. But what will it cost me in case I want to go into them? Now, these are things. But what I do to bring it down is to a simpler form. Every Nigerian, whatever it is you are currently earning, either by public servant or private sector employee or self-employed, whatever it is, sit down and set your goals and make sure the goals are expressed in simple naira forms. I say to you that what we need to do is to identify your income, identify proposed expenses, talk about what will I do with the income that's coming, if it's enough, if I have extra, can I save? If I have savings, do I just keep them in bank or use them in an investment? Am I owing people? Now, the 4 templates, the 4 quadrants I use to teach people in simple time is: number 1, budget. What is budget? Your statement of intention in terms of income and expected income and proposed expenses you want to incur. Now, in budget, you create one in simple terms. No matter how, 100,000 is my income from salary. I'll sell pure water, I get 20,000. This is what I expect. You piece all together as income. Go and look also at your proposed expenditure. What are the things you want to spend money on? Itemize them in budget. You create a budget. Then as you go along, you track. Budget tracking is another one. Under the same quadrant, budgeting and tracking. Am I going out of it? Look, if for my family, for instance, I like turkey and chicken. I noticed that it was going away. I said, let's go for fish. All right? In a particular year, I could not afford meat and fish and chicken. What did I do? I went for to fry cheese. Because the children want to see something in their soup. So I just fried that meat and it becomes wara. I fry it for them. That is one thing. You need to recalibrate. Budget is very important. Create the budget. Track the expenses. And as you go along, I think it's important to also mention the issue of what the doc mentioned. Your needs and wants. Even I'm a Christian, and the Bible tells me that God shall supply all your needs according to riches in glory, not all your wants. So let us prioritize our needs. What are even the needs you have? You prioritize them. What are the things? That's the budget. Once you have budget and you are going along, then you move on. Some of us, like Doc said, you don't have anything. Some are in debt already. Look at your debt now. That debt you have. Let us prioritize the ones you need to pay. Tell your people that, oh, thank God we have a cultural system that will help ourselves. Go for that debt that you can afford and spread out. It's important. And where you have excess, don't you discretionary expenditure because somebody has bought the latest common 300 phone, you want to go and buy? No. Go for the ones that you can't afford and make a savings. Another important thing I tell our people and of course I also imbibe, is that, oh, one stream of income in this economy is never enough. Are you a public servant? You are on 100,000 or 70,000. Are you a private sector? You are on 200,000. Are you a self-employed? You are making 50,000. Whatever it is you have, that singular source of income will not suffice in an economy that we have now. So look for extra hustles. And what are the extra hustles you can do? Oh, you can do entrepreneurship activities. Everybody has got a skill or talent. My students that are graduating university, I tell them, you will not graduate without having 2 skills and have knowledge about entrepreneurship. So that when you get out there and the jobs are not coming, you supplement that with it. And even when it comes, you can do some other thing to yourself. So we have budgeting and tracking. You have that little debt you want to reschedule and know you don't want to go. Don't take debt that you cannot afford. Try to make some saving. I say to people, saving is a culture that must be imbibed. If you earn 1 million naira a month, if you don't have a culture of saving, you will not be able to save, because the more you earn, the more expenses will come around you. So culture is the same. We must develop attitude of saving, no matter how small. Yes, you may not have enough, but you don't, like we say in Hausa, don't go away. You don't hit with your 10 hands. You can prioritize what to do. And as you go along, those are the things you must do. What are we looking at? I'm looking at a situation where, first, I will be financially stable. Like my sister said, I hate go borrowing. No, I don't. I told my family, I said, I had an expenses in this year that was far above my expenditure. The family came together, my wife, my children, this is what we must do. I said, this is way out of it. He said, okay, let's look at how we can go around it. All right? It's important. And some of the things I have. So it's important for us to make sure that we plan ourselves. Draw your budget. Prioritize even your needs. The needs are also many, not even one. Needs are also many. Prioritize the one that is crucial. Avoid discretionary spending. Do a little of savings. Avoid borrowing and taking to debts that are of high interest payment. And as you go along, review, track your expenditure. Drop what you can drop. The ultimate of financial planning is, one, you want to be stable. If you are financially stable, then you move on to the next plan. I want to be secure. In case there is an emergency, will I be able to take it? And we'll move from there to prosperity. I know the president is doing what? There are institutional requirements in food, in transportation, in student loan. These are the things that the president is doing. Fantastic. They are good. How can I leverage and plug into it? Whatever it is you are doing, you must plan. If you plan to fail, if you don't plan at all, you are planning to fail. But I have a caveat to it. In fact, if you don't plan, you plan to fail in a big way. Your failure will not have part 2. That is the pain. So, generally speaking, therefore, everybody must plan. But those ingredients are knowing your budget, distribute between your needs and wants, and prioritizing your needs. Where you have little savings, please save for the rainy day. Invest. Engage in side hustle, entrepreneurship. One thing or the other. Those things will bring income, and you can cushion. And family bond is very important. Madam, do something. Husband, do something. Together, we'll move on. 2024 was not easy, but 2025 will be better by the grace of God.